Peer pressure. Go, go, go.
What do you mean, go?
Move back.
Oh, if we meant go as in like the video started, I don't even know what we're doing.
Well, I've pressed record.
Well, you haven't said what we're doing.
Yeah.
There's nothing else for me to move back.
That.
Wait, actually, I could if I move this. But, wait, let me move it. Hey,
you don't
want to see my feet? I'm sitting like
what
this.
What the heck is this?
Because the stuff inside my bed, that's why.
Oh my gosh.
There they are. What do you want, bro?
Mom needs you.
Let me just see what the logistics look like.
This is how I know you're
POC people, but namely white people.
You must hate yourself. You must actually hate yourself.
And that's why you need to really know God for yourself, and you need to know what is really for you. There are thousands of people applying to the same course, but it was enough for me to completely question my entire purpose.
This will talk. He's on the phone.
You turn around, babe. Wait, I want to see, is the angle actually good?
Well, you can go and check. You can turn it off.
No, it's okay, it's okay, it's right.
No, because I don't
every angle of mine is good.
No, I don't want to hear complaining.
No,
like,
I'm
when
not
the
going to hear
video goes
complaining
up.
because every angle of mine is good.
Anyway, hi guys, welcome to another on Natasha's narrative. We have our, the OG co-host back on this show.
Back on this show.
Back on this show.
Yabo.
Please. Oh, did you get that? Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? So, Nitrixia is here, back on the show. I can't believe we actually did make like a video during lockdown.
Oh yeah, that's because I'm not motivated and lazy.
And she's proud to announce this. As for me, I was actually busy working 2 jobs, 3 if you include.
My friendship is jobs, basically.
This girl actually thinks she's Dr. Phil.
I am. No, I don't want to hear anything because my friends always come to me for advice because I have the knowledge.
To pass on.
Exactly.
She's mad. Anywho, so today I just thought we would just talk about the hypocrisy that we have witnessed, experienced with males, and I'm not here coming from an attacking perspective.
I am.
I'm not here to attack because I know that there are also females that are hypocrites.
Okay, but I feel like that's because of men. I feel like they shaped us to become this way. Crazy. I don't see anything else.
Wow. So, like I said, I'm not coming from an attacking perspective. I just want to give my kind of thoughts towards the situation and like audacity. So basically what actually made me kind of think about this subject was a couple of weeks ago I had a very interesting encounter at the train station where a certain individual felt that they were entitled to have my contact details, even though they tried to take my contact details under false pretenses. It was a lie. They told me that they were going to give me good entry. I thought this was a promo, and to be honest, yeah, I know a lot of people think, oh my gosh, this girl's so silly, like how could you think that, if you went to Newcastle University or were in those areas, you would understand that people used to come up to you and say, oh yeah, £3 entry, tap, blah 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 blah. You get used to that type of behaviour, do you know what I mean? They take your contact. Calm. So I said, okay.
It's because you haven't been rolling around this areas of Croydon. Let me tell you, that's when you'll really realise what people are really trying to do.
Me, I don't know why you're there. To be honest, number 1. Number 2, I close my eyes.
Leave it at me. I don't even know why you're there. Please let me gallivant in peace. Let me live my young days.
Jesus is coming. Where's your salvation?
I'm dead.
But yeah, so I basically the guy popped off at me at the train station, and it really had me thinking, like, the audacity Like, how can you feel like you're entitled to get my phone number? And you know what the worst thing is that I was so, and I look back at it and I'm like, why were you acting like that? I think it's because I was really intimidated, and it takes a lot to normally intimidate me, but if you're like really shouting in my face, like, it's a lot, especially when you're alone. And I think like I apologized multiple times, and then I really clocked. I said, why am I apologizing a few days later when this guy is the one that's doing the most? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you. 100%.
And then me and sis got to talking, and that's how we got to this kind of section here where we were going to talk about our views on hypocrisy and the audacity. So welcome to the channel.
You're so welcome.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Don't actually deaden me.
But yeah, so Nia, when I told you about this event, what did you think?
Obviously, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not surprised. Like, I wasn't, like, I was like, oh, like, that's bad, but it wasn't like a thing where I was surprised, because I'm used to the ways that these boys or man don't think they can move. Like, they really think they have a type of entitlement that they really do not have. If I don't want to give you my snap, if I don't want to give you my number, leave me be. Like, why are you stalking me? You're actually Joe, like, from you. Just leave me alone. If I said no, I mean no.
No means no.
Oh.
And that's to the, like, in all seriousness,
Yeah,
no means no.
No, but the thing is, you boys don't understand. Oh my gosh, it's going to irritate me. Let me know this is really personal to me, yeah? If I'm telling you no, yeah, why do you think you can then convince me and coerce me to saying yes? Like, just leave me alone. I said no the first time. Then they keep coming at you. Just like, oh man, I might as well just say yes, because you won't leave me alone. It gets so annoying. Like, I actually will block you and embarrass you in front of all your friends. Please, if I keep telling you to leave me alone, leave me alone.
I feel like there is, I agree, there's that coercion, that manipulation.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, why would I want, for me, if I have to beg to get something, yeah, I don't really want it that deeply. You have to actually deep. This is not you begging your mum for your PS5 and her relenting. This thing of coercing people and manipulating them into a place that they don't want to be in. You don't actually understand how it ruins people's lives.
Exactly.
And you don't actually understand the trauma that you're inflicting. And I feel like it's really important to have these topics, like, with, I have to say mainly males, because that's where it's mainly been coming from, in my opinion, but also with girls, and tell them that, you know what, this type of behaviour is actually not okay.
But it's been so normalised, people think it's okay, because then they're like, oh yeah, but she said yes, that's the thing. But people don't see how long it took to get to yes. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? And what it took to get to yes.
And the subconsciousness of it all. People, she said yes, but did her body language look like it was saying yes? Does she look like she's uncomfortable?
They'll be like,
is
I
she
don't know.
crying?
They'll be like, they don't know. They'll be like, I don't know. Like, I didn't think it was that deep. Blah blah blah. Like, I didn't think like this.
No, but they do know.
And I think that's what I'm trying to say to you. They do know, but they'll say they don't know. And if, let's say, if you go to court or something, yeah, and they said yeah, but she said yes. If you've got evidence of her saying yes, regardless of if you her, she said yes. That's the thing. That's the thing that, like, I don't think boys really understand, like, what they're doing is actually wrong. Like, you're actually manipulating the girls to say yes. Like, you just being like, oh, like, come on, like, man, like, it's not that deep, this, that, and the other. Her being like, no. But her, like, let's say, especially if that's your friend or something, it makes you even feel bad, because you're like, oh, I don't want the relationship to be ruined, but, like, maybe it's easier for me just to go along and be like, yeah, sure, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
And I feel like at that point, you've kind of, like, cut off the, how it will affect you. You've cut yourself off from that emotional side, and you're just like, I'm gonna do what they need to please them, but you're not pleasing yourself. Do you understand what I mean? You've completely foregone that respect for yourself, and you don't even realize that the person that's now trying to manipulate you into the situation clearly does not respect you. Because if they did respect you, they wouldn't put you in that situation in the first place. If they liked you, or, you know, valued your friendship or whatever it is as much as they should do, you wouldn't be here.
Exactly. I agree with that 100%. I just feel like boys also, like, I feel like they just have such a lack of understanding these days, like, such a lack of, like, empathy and like, I don't even know, a lack of respect for women. Like, I just feel like boys, I feel like because they haven't found themselves, but I feel like boys, yeah, they think they're so mature, that's the thing, and they think they found themselves. That's why they do these stupid action, they do these little things, whatever, and they think being with hello girls is like, oh yeah, like this and the other. But it actually isn't, because let me tell you, yeah, when you end up being like 30 or something, hopefully that's the time by then you've matured or something, and you have like a daughter, and then she's like out here with the same little boys that acting the same way you did, you're gonna be like, oh, why are they moving like that? Da, da, da. But you need to actually deep and be like, in the way that I'm moving like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I think there's a couple of things here. I think, one, I do think that media of all sorts, especially social media, has had an impact on that. I think the whole kind of like, oh my gosh, you've got such an you've only slept with one person, or you've got a low body count, or you've slept with nobody, or the whole kind, like, it's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I
they
get
make
you.
guys seem cool. They make it seem cool to have lots of girl dem on there. Even if you see videos, like, it's a lot of especially from like male rappers or male singers, you'll see like just loads of girls whining on them,
I feel like 'cause
throwing
for
their
some-
bodies on them, and that's kind of being integrated into, oh, that's cool, like, if I've got all these girls wanting me, that's what I should want, and they're not maturing emotionally.
I feel like because it's a confirmation saying, like, let's say, like, if hella, like, boys are moving, like, someone, let's say if I go out with my friends, yeah, and, like, 10 boys move me or something like that, then my friends will be like, oh, like, she's the peg on the greet, leg on, da-da-da, because, obviously, that's confirming that people find me attractive. I feel like for boys, if, like, you have been with hella girls, they're confirming, like, oh, yeah, like, I'm attractive. No, you just look like an idiot who just does it with anyone. Like, I'm so sorry, honey, but you're really, like, out here looking stupid, like, do you know what I mean? And also, I just feel like people don't understand, like, the risks. Like, you could literally end up getting how many baby mamas, and honey, I know you cannot be paying. You're out here stealing from Pound Land, and you're out here trying to do the nasty, but you can't even pay for the baby mama's bills. So tell me I'm lying. No, but seriously, it's actually true though. Like, I feel like boys, they're so insecure with themselves. I think that's the thing with boys these days. They're so insecure, but they won't admit they're insecure. Do you know what I mean?
Because that's not the manly thing to do.
I
And that's my
understand.
point. Like, they are not being nurtured in this way that they should be. There's too much of this. Boys should be like this, and girls should be like this. And, like, emotional, like, gender associations. Do you understand what I mean? It's not manly to cry. It's not manly if you're like having a meek spirit, being someone who's quieter, who doesn't always want to be the center of attention. Like, oh, that person's moist. Then it's like, no, you're not. Like, why do guys have to act in a certain way?
But I feel like that's also links to the hypocrisy, because same guys that will be doing all this, that and the other will still be posting their stories. Oh yeah, I went on wife with no body count, like this, that and the other, like, oh, she better be able to cook, she needs to be a homebody, but you're still out here clubbing with 19-year-olds. But you're 25. Make it make sense.
Big 35 grabbing chicks at Carney.
Exactly. Like, I don't understand what boys really think this is. Like, men can be so controlling. Like, I actually deep to, like, obviously, like, they just think, I don't know what they actually think. Like, women are just supposed to just stay at home and make food